Ghana achieves food security under its development agenda, and the president has also asked farmer groups to form cooperatives to be able to access support from government. And joining me in the studio today is Charles Nyaba. He is the programs officer of the Peasant Farmers Association. Good afternoon and thanks for joining us.
Good afternoon.
Now, the President John Mahama is asking farmers to form unions to be able to access support from government. What do you make of this?
We are thinking that this is not news to us. We always hear these statements from government and for the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. We are not saying that all farmers in the country are in cooperatives, but we have a larger majority of farmers into cooperatives. In our Apex organization alone, we have about 700 cooperatives and 6,000, made up of about 6,000 individual members. But what support are we getting?
What kind of support are you looking at?
We are looking at access to tractor services, access to finance, access to market, access to other facilities that government is giving. And we are not getting.
You mean currently you're not getting any support from even past governments?
Past governments, I think they tried the same thing. If you remember in 2008, the Midday project, government ran all rural area forming ABOs, even ignoring a well-structured organization like ours and the Federation of Agriculture Producers. They went around to form the ABOs. At the end of the day, when the project was over, that's the end of the ABOs. So we are thinking that if the past governments, including the present government, if they actually or if they are committed to helping smallholder farmers, they should go beyond talking and then putting blames on farmers that they are not in cooperatives and other things, and actually do proper targeting. Because we have a number of farmer organizations who have a number of cooperatives under them. I can list a number of them. But even those organizations are not getting any support from government. And government in its own way also went out to form cooperatives. Those cooperatives have died off without getting any support. So normally when we hear these statements coming from government, I think we are uncomfortable with that. And we are thinking that if the president is actually committed to helping farmers, but the problem has to do with cooperatives, we are available. We will support him to do that.
But currently you already have the number of cooperatives.
We have a number of cooperatives we are working with. And we have been able to organize in a small way to get support for them. When we go to Brown Half region, we have 250 farmer-based organizations that we form. We are supporting them, the project titled Development of Market Access and Post-Harvest Management. We are supporting them with credit, we are supporting them with market access. They are well organized and they are able to, they are actually perform better than their colleague farmers in other areas. But we cannot cover the whole country.
Does it surprise you that Africa, or even Ghana as a country, we yet to see the green revolution?
Yeah, it is, but it will take time because we are thinking that African governments are not actually doing enough when it comes to agriculture. And this is because if you look at those who are in that field, majority of us are illiterates. We are not able to actually question government. We are not able to question policies. We are not able to analyze policies that the governments are claiming they are doing on behalf of us. On a number of occasions, there is money allocated in the budget that they are going to form cooperatives, they are going to support smallholder farmers. At the end of the day, we don't know where the money is passed to. So we are actually coming now with a program to educate the farmers. We are building their capacity to be able to monitor government projects that are purported to support them.
So what's the way forward? The
way forward is we still appeal to government. We are available. We are ready to work with them. If their challenge has to do with farmers being cooperative, we will help them in whatever way they want to do.
Thank you very much for joining us. Charles Nyaba is the Programs Officer of the Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana. And President Mahama, still on this particular issue, was worried about the growing amount of food imports and urged Ghanaians to help consume locally produced foods.
One of the major obstacles to food production in this country is our inability to organize our farmers into associations and cooperatives. It is very difficult to reach farmers with assistance and support when they are working as individuals, because there are hundreds of thousands of farmers and it's not easy to identify where those farmers are so that you can reach them with support. But if you see every country that has progressed in terms of agriculture, they have progressed because they have formed what we call farmer-based organizations. And so it makes it easier for the government to reach these farmer-based organizations with the appropriate inputs and support in order for them to increase their production. That is that as much as possible, we should grow the food that we eat. It is not okay for us to spend almost $2 billion every year to import food into this country. Agriculture is still the priority of this government and this country, because we must achieve food security. You cannot leave your stomach in the hands of somebody else. You must be able to look after your own stomach, and by God's grace, He has blessed us with a lot of arable land with which we can produce food.
You're still watching Midday Live on TV3. Now let's look at the tourism sector. And Ghana shot up one spot in 2013 to become the 9th most attractive country in Africa to international tourists, according to a survey conducted by Bloom Consulting Country Brand Ranking for Trade and Tourism. And joining me in the studio is Prince Boache Boateng. He is the head of PR, Ghana Tourist Board. Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. Congratulations for this feat. But what does it mean for this country?
It means a lot for this country. What it means is that we have the potential to even reap more from tourist arrivals into this country. As we speak now, currently Ghana is the 4th, tourism is the 4th foreign exchange earner for this country, raking in over 1.8 billion a year for the country. And that is mostly as a result of visitations from outside. So if the country is such attractive as to attract people to come here frequently, what it means is that we are going to generate more from tourism, and it's a lot. Because apart from what will accrue to the country, it also means that individuals who are involved in the sector are also going to benefit a lot, and it means a lot for us as a country.
You'd agree with me that with this 9th position, we could have even been 1st or 2nd?
It could always be better, and that is what we are all striving for. It is for that reason that we've not relented on whatever we are doing, and we are still pursuing, making sure that we are able to attract more tourist visitations to this country. As we speak now, the Honorable Minister for Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts led a delegation to Germany to attend the International Tourism Fair, which is the biggest tourism fair in the world. Over there, they had the opportunity to interact with a lot of countries and people, for which reason we are attracting more investments, not just in terms of the visitations, but we also want to generate investments into this country. You know that Ghana is blessed with a lot of tourism assets and resources, but then government alone cannot harness these. If we're able to attract people to invest into the sector, what it means is that forward that we are going.
Forward. Unfortunately, we do not have much time, but we'll get back to you in our subsequent bulletins. Thank you very much for joining us, Prince Boache Boateng, head of PR, Ghana Tourist Board.
Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts.
Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure.
And that's it for business.